With just one beam removed, the entire bridge would instantly collapse. Yet this seemingly fragile bridge has stood firm for over 100 years. How did the ancient craftsmen achieve it? At first, the river was narrow, and people simply placed a few stones across it to make crossing easy. This was the earliest form of stepping stone bridge. As trade and markets on both riverbanks gradually flourished, carts and horses could no longer pass over the low and scattered stepping stones, so you placed a wooden plank across the riverbanks, allowing both pedestrians and vehicles to cross smoothly. However, during the rainy season, rising floodwaters easily washed away the wooden bridge. Meanwhile, as the river widened year after year, short wooden planks could no longer span the distance between the banks, so you moved massive stones into the river to form piers, laying wooden planks on top. This raised the bridge deck while also resisting floods. But a new problem soon emerged. The huge stone piers, standing in the middle of the river, severely obstructed boat traffic. Shipwrecks caused by collisions with the piers became increasingly common. As a result, the only solution was to remove all the piers and build a bridge without supports in the water. But ordinary timber was too short to span the wide river. Still, your ingenuity prevailed. Inspired by the weaving technique used in bamboo baskets, you first joined 3 long timbers together to form a single arch frame, laying them horizontally into a complete arched skeleton. Then, using 2 long timbers and shorter wooden pieces, you built another identical arch frame. The 2 arch frames were then interwoven and interlocked, fitting together as tightly as interlaced fingers. Next, wooden crosspieces were inserted into the overlapping joints of the arches. In this way, the entire bridge formed a perfect interlocking structure. Whenever heavy weight pressed down on the bridge, the load was evenly distributed throughout the entire structure by the arch system, and the greater the weight, the tighter the wooden beams pressed against one another, making the whole bridge even stronger. Once the arch framework was stabilized, horizontal beams and longitudinal supports were laid across the top, further locking the underlying skeleton in place and preventing it from shifting apart. Then a smooth wooden deck was installed above, with railings added on both sides to keep pedestrians safe. Finally, carved wooden lion heads were mounted at the ends of the beams, symbolizing the protection of the bridge and the calming of the waters. Congratulations, you successfully invented the BM Rainbow Bridge.